Hi Libra, welcome back to Tarot POSH. I'm going to be doing your reading for June 24th to June 30th, 2021. Welcome back to Tarot POSH. Thank you for being here. Everything you need to know is in the description box below. My playlist are categorized by month. I will be opening up for readings July 1st, most likely July 1st. I'll post that when that time comes in the community section on my channel here. So, I hope this video finds you well, everything is going well. If anything's not going well, I hope it changes in your favor really soon. I'm going to be doing a reading for you for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And it is the full moon, the super strawberry full moon, June 24th, today. So we all get affected, I feel, by the moon phases, some signs more than others. It is in Capricorn, so if you have any aspects of Capricorn in your chart, you can look and check that reading out as well. And any other aspect of your natal chart, any other signs. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. But if you have other signs to look at, just look to the playlist and you'll find them, okay? So, let's get to it. I'm going to be using the Dean Dorsey Mermaid deck, the Gold Gilded Monocle theme, because it is summer. I hope you had a great summer solstice celebration. Summer is finally here. So definitely love nautical themed cards, especially in summer. I'm going to do a reading who you were, who you are, who you are to become. So it is a take on a past, present, future spread. So we're going to do that. Who you were, who you are, who to become. So I'm going to ask and say, in the light of the light, through the light, thank you for the gifts of insight. I pledge never to take them in vain. Bring forth messages of the highest good for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for June 24th to June 30th, 2021. Who you were was hermit mode. You were going on a soul's journey. You were a little solitary there. This lantern here is very significant with the energy and the light that it's giving off. I feel like the sun is actually rising in the background. And maybe you came through and crossed over a lot of emotion to get to this point. Okay? That is a major arcana card. So maybe you were in solitude and retreat mode. That's where you are. Let's see what energy comes up for who you are. Three of Cups energy. So you came out of hermit mode, and this looks to me like you're in a celebratory mode, a community mode. Things are definitely changing with the way the world is. Summertime, things are opening, restaurants are opening, we're able to see friends, most parts of the world. So I feel that that is definitely what's going on. Who you are to become is Page of Wands. Having this new sense of community is bringing you to the point where you're exploring new passions, you're exploring new motivations. This is very phallic looking here, obviously. But the page is very intently looking on this new growth, this endeavor. It's something that you're learning. Pages are students as well. So I feel like it's something that you are focused on, but also something that you need to learn more about to fully pursue. Let's see what else we get for you. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Well, your card came up, and I feel you were in that retreat, that isolation mode, because you were seeking justice for yourself, or maybe contemplating your need to have justice. It's almost like a throne that she's sitting on here, and the clam opens up behind. There's the pearl, right, inside the clam. And I feel that you really needed to be in that soul's journey to, I feel almost, to realize what justice means for you. Maybe you had to really go within, and I feel you were trying to learn what reason that you were seeking this justice for. Maybe it was a situation in a love relationship or a different relationship, but I do feel that you were in that hermit mode. And while you were in it, that is what was mostly on your minds. Maybe there was some bitterness. Maybe there you felt overlooked. Maybe you were trying to plot how to get justice for yourself with someone else while you were in that hermit mode. But with this Three of Cups energy, I do sometimes see that as a third-party situation. I'm not really seeing that with this situation. I feel like right now you're coming out of that mode and you're just rejoicing with the people that you can and that you can count on. And you need to have patience with this. Temperance. I feel like if you were in the mode of seeking justice, that maybe there could be some resentments there, and that now that you're coming out of that mode, maybe you're not used to being around like people and friends as much. Maybe your patience tolerance is a little low. So this is reminding you, in order to embrace that energy, you need to have patience. That's Sag energy. I don't know if you have a Sagittarius around you or you have that in your chart, but I do feel definitely that when we're not around people for so long, we forget how to interact and connect. So when you're on new connections and you're interacting with these connections, remember to watch your temper as well, Libra. But do have temperance. Be patient with people. The Page of Wands of who you are. Definitely this new endeavor where your motivations are lying is going to be Nine of Cups energy for you. It's going to be wish fulfillment. Whatever your focus is on now, whatever, maybe it's something creative for you that you're putting your energies into or makes you feel creative. And I feel there's a lot of abundance in this card and a lot of growth. And I also feel when I look at this card that when you get those wishes fulfilled, the wish fulfillment that this brings for you, I feel like you have to almost be like a squirrel and take those nuts and like put them away for a rainy day. Put them away. Maybe not all, maybe these nuts are like all different ideas and passions, and it's not just one. So if you're only focused on one, put the rest away for a rainy day and don't forget about them. Write them down. Write them down somewhere. Nine of Cups is definitely wishes fulfillment, just sitting posh. You got your chandelier there, right? But with the Nine of Cups, we always want to make sure, especially he's sitting here, that you don't want to, get that Nine of Cups and then be full of yourself either. It's always good to do good, but you don't want to gloat too much anyway. We have the Moon here. This is like things in like half light. I feel like things are still coming to light for you with this situation. You've been like not in the dark, but you've been in hermit mode. So, and with the Justice card beneath, I feel that you're coming out slowly, and you're dancing in the moonlight here. You have the octopus around you. I just feel that you have a strong need to, whatever your sun sign is, the moon sign is obviously the hidden part of yourself, right? So whichever that sign that is, I feel you need to like look at that reading, because I feel this is significant as an overall energy for this reading for you, Libra. I feel like you have some fears to be vulnerable again. You have to coming out of this hermit mode, embracing your connections with people, and finally feeling like the need to focus your attentions on new motivations and new goals. Wands are fire energy. So you are fired up about something that's going to bring you Nine of Cups wish fulfillments, which is great. But acknowledge if there are any fears surrounding this, especially slowly come out of your shell almost, right? Because with this Justice card, you did come out of your shell, right? And you have the sword here, and this is your card. This is your card. And the Hermit being a major arcana card, that was a soul's journey there, and it was significant for you. It's a significant time period that you were in. Also, with your connections with people, make sure that you pay attention to equal give and take as well. The Six of Pentacles here. To keep the boat afloat, you need to be aware of that grounding energy. I have the Tower card here coming in reverse. I definitely feel that there's a reason why you're slowly coming out of that shell, and you do have some fears. I feel it is surrounding equal give and take, possibly. Maybe you were either not that kind to someone, or they weren't that kind to you. They weren't respectful. Six of Pentacles is also charitable. It could be a charitable card. I feel that fear is there isn't equal give and take, and this did cause a tower moment for you, but you're coming out of this. This is what sent you into the hermit mode to begin with, and that's why you had the Justice card there too, coming out of that. But you're coming out of that. It is past that tower moment. You are planting new harvest, new seeds, and this is most likely the new motivation that's bringing you your Nine of Cups wishes fulfillments. So you're patiently waiting for that new future endeavor to harvest. And with the full moon coming, just so you know, that's when things are at peak, heart healthy, harvest time, gathering results, and you need to be open to new rewards and opportunities with the full moon. I think it's even more expansive when it's a super full moon, strawberry moon. This definitely has to do with your Ten of Cups happy home life. And you did go through this challenge here. And it's bringing you back to this. You're finally stepping into finding out what this means for you again, Libra. You're finally, This is a couple being social, at a gathering, homestead, children, dancing, lots of stars in the card, rainbows. So you had an evolution here from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups, and this is the future. So we go through rough things sometimes, and we have to. Things, they can't stay stagnant or perfect all the time. You know, not all the tarot cards are fluffy and perfect. You know, like this tarot card, but this is in reverse. So that chapter, that phase, for me in looking at this and ending with the Ten of Cups here, that is definitely significant for you if this reading resonates with you. I'm going to pull a card from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck, okay? And I'm going to see what comes up for you, and we're going to close the reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Oh my goodness, I just had a bunch of cards fall out. We have come out, painting the roses red, covering up errors. Now, these are, this is based on Alice in Wonderland, obviously. This is from Lucy Cavendish. Artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. So, this really is a wonderful deck, and I'm going to read to you what this is. Now, if someone gave you white roses, it would be very silly to paint them red. It'd be very, very labored endeavor, I would think. Especially when you could just go buy red roses. So, she doesn't look very happy about it either. I wouldn't be either. So, would you tell me, please, said Alice a little timidly, why are you painting those roses? 5 and 7 said nothing, but looked at 2. 2 began in a low voice. Why, the fact is, you see, miss, this here ought to have been a red rose tree, and we put a white one in by mistake. And if the queen was to find it out, we should all have our heads cut off, you know? Well, yeah, I guess I would be painting them too if someone was going to cut my head off. We all make mistakes. Every single one of us upon this planet has made a mistake, misunderstood, done something that wasn't quite correct, and mixed things up rather terribly. Today, people often complain and want perfection, much like the dreaded queen. They behave as if they have the right to cut people's heads off to punish them. Sometimes people also, you could be guilty of this as well. You want to feel taller by cutting the heads off the people around you, or biting the heads off people around you. That's not a good way to boost up your own self-esteem by knocking someone else's down. So I feel that that also is what this has to do with. Much like the dreaded queen, they behave as if they have the right to cut people's heads off to punish them, if they have not carried out their assignment perfectly. This same applies to our soul assignments. Despite what your soul would best enjoy learning, we humans often misunderstand, head off in another direction, and make some rather wonderful mistakes. Thankfully, unlike the queen, our soul will not punish us, but we do need to do some work to make things right. While you may be tempted to cover things up and not be open about what has happened, especially perhaps to yourself, it truly is best to see what can be done. If this relates to you on an everyday level, and you are working for a person who will be unkind or cruel if you do not perform tasks perfectly, then you may need to find a way to peacefully escape the situation. That way you can enjoy white roses just as they are without fear of making a mistake or making things even worse because you feel you must cover up an error to avoid punishment. White roses are perfect and lovely and innocent. Do not try to cover up anything within yourself that you feel is not right for fear of being punished for not presenting or behaving to expectation. In divination, which is this, the tarot cards, working for or being in a relationship with someone who is harsh on those who made mistakes, feeling forced to cover up errors to avoid punishment, fear of mistakes being discovered, hiding the evidence as the consequences are much harsher than the mistake, feeling that what you need to do is to stay safe is no longer reasonable. So, that is definitely very deep. that it could have been what sent you into hermit mode and what you were seeking justice over. That is definitely a heavy burden to carry. I'm going to pull one more card for you because that was a little rough. That was a little rough, Libra. I'm going to pull you a card from the Tripoli Oracle deck. I'm going to pull one card. This is the back of the card here. Beautiful artwork. It's by Nicoletta Tripoli. Hope that you're having a fabulous day wherever you are and you have great weather. And if not, I hope you are enjoying the day, reading a book or doing something that you love. Not worrying about the burdens of painting white roses red. Wow. I can't tell you how many times this card has come up this week. 3. This is passivity. This is like she's letting other people fight her battles for her while she's sitting there helpless. And this little fairy here is tooting her horn. But really, there could be repercussions when you just stand by passive. Maybe this is an argument that you had a hand in starting, and you're sitting there, but you could easily stand up and the whole chessboard would come with you, and that would be the end of it. So just sitting there and letting things happen around you and not admitting you had a hand in it, that's not good energy. So I'm just putting that out there. Maybe it's because you are in this environment that sent you into that hermit mode and it's making you be passive. Could be intentional, not intentional. This could be the effect that that situation is having on you. 2. Birds to me, they're on her head here. I feel like birds can also be a lot of chit-chat, idle chit-chat, a little gossip. Not always a bad thing. Distraction. The modern daily environment is a chattering chaos of information and opinions. Staying on top of it all is an impossible task, but many people keep trying nonetheless. The media pitches in to pluck away at your ability to focus. Your attention span is being whittled away by small diversions, endless electronic input. You've forgotten what it's like to operate on your own without sharing every thought and experience with others. These distractions are pecking at you like restless birds. Shoo them away. Lighthearted, this card means they are beautiful and necessary ideas flooding around you, trying to get your full attention. And here's the ideas right here. And that's who you will become. And that's how you're stepping into that 9 of Cups and then the 10 of Cups energy. Now, in the darker side of this card, information addiction is insidious. Evaluate and correct your habits. Maybe you're focusing your energies a lot outside of you. Maybe you're paying attention to a lot of social media. Maybe you're watching someone on social media. It's good to connect with people, but I feel that you need to place your energy on your own endeavors and those connections with people, not just through social media, because then you're still in hermit mode. You need to find those connections that really you can embrace. And it may be a little difficult for you because you have a lot going on, but you need to temper that situation and have patience with people. Now, on social media, we could just get distracted. You could also see arguments on there. 22. And that also could be where passivity comes in. The word plenty has 2 meanings. It means having enough abundance that you can share it freely and with happy generosity. And plenty means sufficient. You have all you need, no desire for more. When you feel a lack of plenty, consider both definitions. There is a level of neediness when no matter how abundant your life is, it never feels like enough. Do you really need more, or do you already have plenty? In the lighthearted of this card, be content with what you have and share with those less fortunate. And that's where also the Six of Pentacles comes in. In the darker aspect of this card, trying to buy happiness only lasts until the newness of the purchase wears off. So I would also say that is a little bit of a shout out to be careful with money as well, because you have the Seven of Pentacles here that you're planting, right? That harvest. So you want to focus on that and not get distracted by other things. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope that you like this reading, and I'll see you next time. Please hit like and subscribe if this was significant for you, and spread the love. So signing off from Tarot POSH, Namaste. I pray you find your way. Bye.